I like Homebrew Wednesday. I like Homebrew Wednesday. I like Homebrew. Oh, God.
Hi chaps, Lakey Bloke here. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Yes, it's that time again. Hope you are all well. So what's been going on this week? Well, I've started my psychology degree on the Open University. That's all very exciting and a little bit overwhelming really. There's a lot going on, chaps. I've got to write a 750 word essay soon on the social sciences, and it's a little bit daunting because I have a background in IT. I'm a boring old IT bloke really, and this is a complete change for me, a change of career. Hopefully things will work out, but you know, if I don't give it a go, I'll never know, will I? So that's all a bit daunting. What else is going on then? Well, the lager that we knocked up in last week's Homebrew Wednesday video is kicking away. It's bubbling away still. I will probably look at bottling that after 7 or 8 days. I'm going to give it at least a week, you know, to finish off. Preferably another day. As I record this, it's not Wednesday, guys, so this is why I'm talking about it in past tense. I'm recording this towards the end of the previous week because I've just got too much going on at the moment. But what are we going to be doing in this week's Homebrew Wednesday video? Yes. Look what I've got over here. Look what that is. That's Robinson's Summer Fruit and Barley drink. Obviously it's a single concentrate drink, but we're going to do something a little bit different with it. We're going to be doing a sort of turbo summer fruit drink. It's obviously not going to be a cider because there's going to be no apples in it. It's going to primarily just be that and water essentially. But I'm going to give it a go because it's something different, and you know, we like experimenting, or I like experimenting on different types of drinks, and I do tend to gravitate towards those drinks that have a little bit of a fruity taste in them. There are other drinks in the Robinson's range. Other ranges are available, folks, that, you know, also could be quite interesting. There's a peach one, I believe, and I might give those a go as well at some point, but for the purposes of this particular video I'm going to be using the Summer Fruits one, so we're going to be having a little bit of a play with that. I've also got 2 tins of apple slices from Asda's. Other supermarkets are available, folks, and 4 litres of Asda 100% pure apple juice. I'm going to basically just going to be blending those up, chucking them in the demijohn with the apple juice. See if we can get some sort of apple infused exciting flavours out of that. I might make it a sizer this time round. I might use a pot of honey in there. I think the honey brews do tend to work out better than those that have essentially just got sugar in. I prefer those really. So we'll see how that goes. So that's what's coming. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, and let's get on with it. Hi guys, look what we've got here. We've got sanitised equipment. We've got apple juice. We've got a hydrometer. We've got a demijohn that's also been sanitised. We've got our ingredients. In this case we've got pectolase, wine tannin, malic acid and yeast nutrient. And down here we've got a sachet of cider yeast. Next to that we've got our heating pad there, and the reason we've got the heating pad there, folks, is because in the last 24 hours, what a difference a day makes. Sorry, I just thought I'd sing to you there. In the last 24 hours, things have taken a turn for the worse weather-wise, and it's got a little bit cold. As you can see, the lager we did in last week's experiment is bubbling over nicely. However, the temperature's not great. It's 18.2. So I've thrown a heating pad under that as well, and that temperature should gradually increase to what that particular ale yeast needs. In that Muntons kit it's an ale yeast, guys, it's not a lager yeast. So here we go, there's our ingredients, there's our demijohn, And there's our sanitised kit. Let's get on with it. Right guys, here we have 2 empty tins of apple slices. I can assure you that one's empty too, look, see? This is a dirty blender. I don't mean dirty in the sense that it likes to tell rude jokes. I mean dirty in that I've used it, and I've used it to blend up these apples into mulch that I'm going to throw into the demijohn. I've not videoed this because throwing apple pieces into a blender hardly makes exciting viewing, does it? But all I've done is chucked it into a blender, blended it up with a little bit of apple juice to make it runny enough so that I can pour it down a funnel into the demijohn. And remember folks, if you get any stuff stuck in the funnel when you're trying to get all the mulch through into your demijohn, just pour some apple juice through there and it will go down. Job done. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about really is where you do your brews, but I'll talk to you about that face to face. Hello. Right, before we carry on, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about briefly, as I said before, was where you do your brews. Now, most of my brewing is done in my little conservatory. My wife doesn't like it very much because I take over the conservatory with all my brew bits, but hey, at least I'm out of her way and I'm not getting, in her way in the kitchen or anything while she's trying to do the washing or whatever thing she likes to do. Better watch what I say there, haven't I? Yeah, so the kitchen. Right, I've got a little cat. Her name is Ellie, and she's a little git. And her poo tray is in the kitchen, folks. Not the best place for it, really, is it? So, if you're going to do any brews in the room where your cat likes to poo and wee, don't. Because at the best of times, right, when the cat does its business, it stinks, right? And if you're trying to do brews, that aroma and the smell is going to get into your brews. I guarantee it will make your brew go and die a hideous death. So don't do it. It makes sense, right? You might think, oh, well, that's bloody obvious for it. But, some people don't think about these things and they just want their drink that quickly and they don't really take all these things into account. I do. I think very seriously about where I'm going to do my brews. I'm safe in the conservatory because the cat's been banned from the conservatory for the winter and the cold nights that are coming up. Because that's where I'm going to be doing all of my brewing over the winter. With the cold temperatures and my heating pads, I'm going to be able to rustle up some nice lagers, I think, and some really good turbo ciders and some other experiments. Anyway, back to the brew, folks. Just over there. Or is it there? I can't remember. Hi guys, look. At the bottom of the demijohn there are the blended apple pieces with a litre of apple juice. I used to basically get it through the funnel there into the demijohn. It wasn't too difficult, if you use a litre of juice just to pour through the funnel and help it get into the demijohn, it's absolutely fine. What we're going to do now though is we're going to pour in the rest of the apple juice and we'll go from there. Right guys, there's the view in the funnel. As you can see, I've poured in the wine tannin, the malic acid and the pectolase. 1 teaspoon of pectolase, 1 teaspoon of wine tannin and 2 teaspoons of malic acid. There's a load on the funnel there, but I'm not too worried as I haven't yet completed pouring in all my apple juice. So I'll just pour some apple juice around the funnel there. That should get it into the brew. We'll get the apple juice up to around about there and then we'll give it a good old shake. Look at that guys, I've just given it a shake and as you can see the sediment from the apples is pretty busy in there. There's going to be a lot of crap in this one, but that's fine. We may lose a bottle or two because a lot of this is going to be apple mulch, but I'm not too concerned about that. We're just having fun and experimenting and seeing what we get out of the brew. So that's fine. What we're going to do now is take a measurement. Don't know if you can see that guys. I'll try and get in or around it as best I can. Not sure you can see that properly. Zoom out a little bit. 1046 that's measuring out at. So that's fine. I'm not too bothered. I don't want high alcohol in this particular brew. This is going to be fine as it is. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to put any extra sugar in. Hi guys. Right, the yeast nutrient's gone in. The last thing that's left to go in is the cider yeast. So we'll just chuck all that in there. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. That's pretty much all gone. And we're done. Put the lid on. Boom. And there we have our brew. It's ready to go. All I need to do now is put the airlock in after giving it a ruddy good shake again, just to make sure the yeast gets in there all shaken up and starts to eat away on all those lovely apples. And we're good to go. Hi guys, there's our finished brew. The bung is in, the airlock's on, and the yeasties are in there, and the apples are in there, and it looks quite thick. I'm hoping stuff will start to happen. It's going to be a bit of a thick one, this, but we'll see how it goes. As you can see, it's sitting on this twin heat pad here. As I said earlier, the temperature's gone down a little bit. I've had to fill this other demijohn up here with normal water, put it on the heating plate. Because it's a twin plate, it needs the balance of 2 DJs on there, just to make sure the heat is regulated properly and you don't get any problems. That's pretty much it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Give us a thumbs up and a like if you did. Stay tuned, because there's more fun to come. Cheers for now. Yo, 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 etc. I don't know. Hello. Me again, folks. You may recall in the previous video, I can't remember whether it's that way or that way, possibly both ways, who knows. We were talking about doing a bizarre non-turbo cider punch kind of drink. This week I shall be mostly brewing a Robinson's drink. Other drinks are available, folks. This is gonna basically be, you know, the barley drinks that Robinson's are well known for. We're going to take a litre bottle of the Summer Fruits barley drink that Robinson's do. Other Robinsons are available, although they probably don't make drinks, do they? I don't know. They might make their own. Who knows? Certainly you can't buy them in supermarkets. No, I've tried. No, I haven't. And all we're going to use is one bottle. That's it. The rest is going to be basically water. So it's a really easy one, and it's just going to be a punch. It'll only be around 4%, but I'm hoping, folks, it'll be really drinkable. 4% is fine for a sort of a summery, fruity drink. Granted, I know we're coming up to winter now. The weather's changed today. It's getting a little bit colder, which is fine for me, because it means I can do all my brewing in my conservatory. I've got the heating plates for the brews and things, and it doesn't really bother me too much. I can carry on brewing away and experimenting. In this particular brew, we've got 400 grams of sugar, but what I want to do is pour the litre of Robinson's juice. Other juices are available, folks. But this one, I chose this one because of the barley, and I thought it might come out quite nice. It might not, it might be a complete disaster, but I'm hoping it won't be too far away from how it tastes, you know, normally. It will just be a little bit alcoholic, and you can sup away at your heart's content, but you get a little bit pissed afterwards, which is always fun. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I do. It's just I don't like to talk about it. But it's all it's going to be is water, barley drink, and 400 grams of sugar. That will bring it up to about 4%. We're going to chuck the litre of juice into a pan and just simmer it for about 10 minutes. Bring it up to the heat, simmer it for about 10 minutes. Chuck the sugar into the brew. I'm doing all these gestures under here, folks. You can't see them, so I'm going to bring my hands up here and make sure I gesticulate in front of you. You know that you can't get arrested for that, don't you? It's fine. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, just chuck it into a bowl, put the sugar in, make sure the sugar's dissolved. Half fill the demijohn with water, and then wait until it cools a bit, and then pour it into the demijohn for a funnel, obviously, because otherwise it will go everywhere. Oh, there I go again, gesticulating off camera. And that's it. We put a bung in, airlock, usual stuff, with some super wine yeast compound. That should be fine, I think. In my head, it sounds fine. In reality, who knows? But let's do a little video about it anyway. So here it comes. Hi guys, we're on to our second brew now. What we've got here is a litre of Robinson's Fruit and Barley Summer Fruits drink. We've got 400 grams of sugar. We've got a teaspoon of super wine yeast compound. That is rehydrating in a little cup here that's been covered with cling film, as you can see. There's warm water in there. I've just tipped a teaspoon, there's my teaspoon, into the cup there, and I'm just going to give that 15 minutes or so just to sit there and rehydrate. Should be absolutely fine. I don't perceive any problems with that. So the first thing we need to do is to get this litre of Robinson's drink into a pan here. Oh, that's shiny, isn't it? Shiny, shiny, shiny pan on my oven. Let's turn the... oh, that's better, isn't it, with the light off. See a lovely shiny pan there. Over here, there's our demijohn sanitised. It would be sitting there for another 10 minutes or so while I get this into the pan and get it going. As if by magic, guys. Ta-da! There it is, in the pan. We need to simmer that over a low heat for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll add the rest of the sugar and we'll go from there. Right guys, so there's our Barley Summer Fruits drink. I've added in the sugar, just threw that into the bowl. Didn't video that because it's not very exciting really, watching someone throw some sugar into a bowl. And all of this is really simple. You know, if I can do it, you can do it. And you know, I'm a wally, so what do I know? So we stir this around until all of the sugar is dissolved. As you can see, it's fairly okay. I'm happy with that. It's been on the stove now for probably, you know, nearly 10 minutes. I don't like leaving it for too long. It's just hot enough to make sure the sugar dissolves and on there long enough that if there are any nasties in the drink, then we really make sure that we get rid of them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pour it into our demijohn. Hi guys, right, as you can see, I've sort of half filled the demijohn up with cold water, and what we're going to do then is pour the contents of this into the demijohn like so. Look at that. Looking good guys, looking good. What we'll do now is we'll top it up just to around about there with water, and we'll throw in the yeast. So there are our finished products guys. As you can see, this is the apple one is going to be really thick. Perhaps I should have only used a tin, but that's alright. You know, I'm going to throw some more apple juice in there in a day or two once fermentation kicks off. There is activity in there, as you can see at the bottom, so the yeasties appear to be doing their job, which is great. This one, as you would expect, looks exactly like a summer fruits drink, which is exactly what it is. As Again, airlock and bung on. This one, and I haven't really measured the volume on this because I know it's going to come out around about 4% with the amount of sugar that we put in, and that's fine. You know, I don't really want a super knockout drink. If this turns out really nice, then we're all set, and come next summer it'll be fab. So happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. I'll speak to you in a minute, face to face, so to speak, and we'll go over what we've done. Hello, it's me. Who are you? Have we met before? Why are you wearing that shirt? Right, so let's go over, chaps, what we've done. We've done a normal bog standard turbo cider. It's not difficult, chaps. As I've said before in other videos, you chuck your juice into your demijohn, you chuck your yeast in, and that's it, you leave it. However, this week what we've done is we've thrown in 2 tins of apple slices, also from Asda's. I'm not going to say it. I refuse to say it. Other supermarkets are available. And that's it. We've left it. The head on it is about that thick, obviously, because of the mulch of the apples. I expect I'm going to have to take it through a muslin bag just to get rid of most of the crap when I get it out of the vessel. Well, we'll roll with it. We don't care. We're hip hip hoppy, you don't stop. Happy, we don't care. We'll give it a go. Experimentation is the key. What else have we done? We've done a Robinson's brew. Why not? You know, it's not a turbo cider because there's no apples in it. It's just a fruit punch, really. I'm wondering how it's going to turn out. I'm hoping it'll be alright and just a little bit different. You know, hopefully it will taste like Robinson's, but with alcohol in it. Who knows? As I've used a super wine yeast compound, that usually ferments fairly quickly in, sort of 24 hours or so. But I'm going to leave it just for a week because that's the way I roll. And then I'll bottle it. And with that one, we don't need to leave it to age, unlike you do with, apples or lager or beer. Well, you can drink that one straight away once it's been carbonated. Teaspoon and a bit in a 500 ml bottle should do it. Hopefully it'll be quite nice, but it might not. Who cares? We haven't really lost anything. We've only paid £1 for the Robinson's juice, and the rest of the stuff it's in there is water and a little bit of sugar. So, this brew, if it turns out alright, it's cost us probably about £1.50. £1.50 for a sort of fruit summery type punch. It's not that bad really, is it? But, we'll give it a go, and I might do a video next week of me having a little sip of it. And I'll give you an honest critique, and if it is horrible, then I'll tell you, because there's no point in me lying to you. There's nothing to gain out of that. All we're doing is we're experimenting, and sometimes, you'll get one that you like, and sometimes you'll get one that you don't like so much. But, we'll give it a go. So that's all we've done, guys, really. I've got nothing else to say other than have a bloody good week. And if you don't, then don't. Yeah, don't have a good week. I don't care, really. I don't give a shit. I don't even know you. Do you know me? I'm going to see Mickey Flanagan next week, chaps, at the O2. This is being recorded the weekend before Homebrew Wednesday, by the way. So next Homebrew Wednesday, I think, evening, I'm going to see Mickey Flanagan at the O2. I'm looking forward to that. That's really my thing to look forward to for the rest of the year. I've done Level 42 recently at the Indigo 2. That was pretty good. They played some new tunes for a change. It was okay. And what else have I got coming up? Oh, Go West. Not the Charlatans. I don't know who it is. Go West, Hue and Cry, and the Christians. That's right. I was close, wasn't I? I was close. The Charlatans, the Christians are hardly the same, but never mind. And I'm going to see a little play called Eric and Ern. Obviously, it's about Morecambe and Wise, so that should be good. That's at Southend Cliffs Pavilion, folks. I love Eric and Ernie, as I'm sure you do. Who doesn't like Morecambe and Wise? They're national treasures, folks. Still, even today, who doesn't like Morecambe and Wise? If you don't like Morecambe and Wise, you can fuck.